Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So I was walking over here with these cards. I said, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, and I don't know what that means. I don't know where we're going here with this message, but we'll certainly find out. For all those that are new here, thank you for all the comments and the likes, as well as those from the time before. Hopefully, we find some clarity in a situation that we are going through, and we'll go from there. I can't really shuffle these cards, so I am going to pick somewhere in the middle here. So, the empty room. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where we're going. Really take a moment there, and if you can, you know, daydream or astral travel, or however you want to look at it, and go to a place where it is completely dark. There is nothing there, and relate that to how we get through our day to day. When we go there to a space like this, there's no distraction. There's nothing to do. Maybe we're antsy. Maybe we're continuously antsy, like I have to be doing something or occupying myself. And what is the need for that connected to? Is it to distract ourselves from feelings or emotions that we don't want to feel? Or is it because we want to get somewhere or go somewhere and we feel stuck and trapped or unable to get there? Regardless, we grab a lot of things in life to take that away, whether it's a mistake, if we want to call it that, that we've made, or a situation we're stuck in, or paying for. Regardless, what would you do in that empty room? Could you be okay with that? What would you do? I don't know why I'm saying that, because really it's like we're not supposed to be doing anything, is I think kind of more the leading here. But what would you do? And the way I'm seeing it, it is it's huge, but there's no point in going anywhere because there's nothing there. Like if we just picture like a really big warehouse and being in there, there's like a wooden chair, old wooden chair, small, probably like the size a child would sit on, like at a child-sized table. But there's a little light there, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing to do. And what do? We sit there and we wait. We wait for something to happen, and it's given the tone of creating something because we have that ability, and we could bring light into that room. We could bring more light, I should say. There already is some light there. We could, like I'm seeing a whole environment create itself, a stream, uh, a lovely enchanted woodland. It was kind of giving that vibe, like creating this, and then buildings go up, and uh, uh, a blank slate, if we will. We're in a place, obviously, like I said, that I feel like it's more like we feel stuck. But even if we're bypassing emotions or feelings through distraction, we're stuck too. We could be stuck anyway, which way. Uh, if we are, and I mean, if we feel stuck, there's still an emotion connected to that, or a feeling, or a limitation, or something along those lines. But let's just go with that in general of, uh, hey, I want my life to change, or I'm just going through these motions, but I don't want to look at this feeling, or this situation, or this fear, or this lack. So I'll just distract myself, and maybe tomorrow will be different, or something will happen then. And by pushing this away, uh, we create that imprisonment because we don't want to view it. And I'm not knocking anybody here. If uh, we can look at that as a shadow, some fear in there. And Uh, it makes me feel uncomfortable seeing it or looking at it or talking to it. I almost wanted to cry right now. Maybe it makes us sad as well. Uh, what someone has done or we've done to ourselves through our own actions or putting ourselves in these positions or making choices or not making choices. Those both are decisions. Uh, we don't like it. We don't want it. Well, there's nothing here other than what we put in there. I'm feeling very sad again. Go back to that warehouse, that great big open room. There's nothing there. It's a blank slate until we put something there. And we choose what holds value. And some can deem that as positive or negative. Uh, we can put whatever we want in that room. And this isn't really saying bypassing again, you know, let's just push this away like we might be doing if we're distracting and pretending it doesn't exist. It is seeing that maybe it's not there to bite you. What if everything was to help you? That's very difficult to get into a place to see that when we're going through it, or we are a victim to some circumstances. In some circumstances, we deem that we are a victim when we're not a victim. That's a hard coin to turn, and everybody is going to see things differently, and they affect us differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's more or less leading with that. Somebody can say, "Oh, just it's not a big deal," and it's like, well, no, fuck, it's a big deal to me, and it should be because it's touching you in that way, and I'm not taking that away. It's just getting to the point to say, why? Why is this a big deal to me? Why is this so important to me? Why am I afraid of this? That's where the answers are. The why. Not how do I get rid of it? How do I fix it? Why is it important to me? When we were children, the nagging child of why? That's where the understanding is. It's not how do I change this? How do I make it go away? It's why. Why? I'm going to read the page here from The Empty Room to see what the author here had in mind. And let's see here if I could find it. 147. Can't find anything in that empty room. All right. The empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. We too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting within the barren walls of not knowing, for awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what we should do next. To save our outward appearance, be with the nothingness, be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you are doing. If you can settle into the magic of the emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. All right. I don't really remember what I said beforehand, but we'll see how we can put everything together here. Two of Wands reversed. Hesitation. Okay. Going back to what we may not want to see. Going in there to feel that darkness, that shadow, the parts that we may be wanting to push away or not view because it makes us feel uncomfortable. We don't want to do that. And we can distract. And we don't have to see it. We don't have to deal with it. What does that feel like? That's an honest question. What does it feel like? What's in there that we don't want to see? What's it feel like? What's it look like if you could give it a color? Does it smell? Why is it scary? What's going to happen? What happens when you ask yourself those questions about it? The thing that you are distracting yourself from, the thing that you don't want to feel. What's on the other end of that? What is it that you don't want to touch? What's it make you feel? Does it make you feel sick to your stomach? Is it one of those things that you're embarrassed about? Regret? Does it make you sad? And why can't we go there? Why can't we bring it out? And maybe it's like, I'm seeing like a photo album and opening it up and flipping through the pages. Obviously, it's something that happened in the past. And it was the external. It happened through the external. Everything naturally does. And when that takes place, we grab a hold of it and we put it in our own photo book, if we will. And keep that page closed, or that section closed. Why don't we open it? And I'm getting reminded of, I think I said something like that to somebody before, and they said they don't want to blow that cap off that bottle, almost like shaking a soda bottle up and an explosion. And I think to myself, well, why not? Let the pressure off. Page of Cups. Youthful emotion, going right back to that child. Why? Why? Not how do I fix this? How do I make it go away? How do I cover it up that I don't see it? I could have a mistake here in the wall, and I'll hang a picture over it so I don't see that. Why don't I want to see that? Because it makes me feel bad that I made a mistake, or people are going to judge me. Like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Or, wow, that looks horrible. Oh, this whole wall looks so nice, and then look at that. Oh, disgusting situations. But why? Who said so? Who said that that was wrong, or that me feeling this way is wrong, or that I did that and that was a mistake and I shouldn't have done that? And that's what put me in this position, or whatever it may have been connected to here. Well, who said that? Somebody else's opinion, somebody else's situation. The structure that we adapt in ourselves came from interacting with others, which means we adopted those as well. Those ideas, that structure, that belief, that shame, that guilt, the repulsion towards something, all came from other people. And then we kind of formed it all together to make what we perceive as safe and comfortable, and what we fear on our own. But why? Eight of Swords reversed. Liberation. Popping that cap off. Going in there. Before, when we talked about why are we afraid of it, or don't want to go in there or touch it or look at it. And I said, what's going to happen? What's on the other side of it? I didn't want to say it yet, but it's that. Because how could that be? To be free. I wanted to say that in the beginning of all the videos, is if I could help at least one person a day to get to a place of going into these places a bit more, just getting out of our head a little bit more, coming into a more authentic place, being free is the result. Freedom. We can look at our life and being free of jobs or rules and all those kind of things. but the real freedom is in our mind. And the punishment that we create for ourselves from our experiences, or the pain others hurt, created or placed inside of us, the names or the uh, projections, the lack, the being good enough, accepted, being free from all of that, uh, is an unseen experience and blessing. And if we stop fearing whatever it is that we're distracting ourselves from seeing or feeling, we could get there. It's a step in the right direction to be free of it. King of Swords, rational. It's underneath Two of Wands reversed, hesitation. With our thoughts and in this experience, we can justify anything and we can manipulate anything to benefit a fear, a wound, an insecurity. I often say those are the loudest in the room inside of us. And they want to stay alive because we place a lot of authority in their decisions. I talk like it's external of us, yet it's inside of us. But at times I feel like it is external because it came from the external. That's not fair to say, like, banish it and it doesn't deserve a place inside of us. Some of us probably don't want it inside of us, but it came from the external. It's not our true self. If we actually remembered, or we didn't have the veil down when we came through, we would know that's not our true self. But yet we allow it to become our identity, and it is so much more in charge than our true self. And it wants to be in charge. It gets its way by the decisions we make to keep it settled and calm. As the child gets upset, whatever it wants, we'll give it. And if not, it throws a tantrum. So it will say what it needs to say to keep us distracting ourselves from, freeing ourselves from it. Got a little angry there. Kind of like, who do you think you are? The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Temporary delay. If you haven't gone in there yet or viewed this openly, open-minded, it's not going to be like 20 minutes and it's fixed. Depending on how long it's been in there, it's happened, and you've carried it and you've molded your life around it, it's going to take a little bit. It's not a light switch. If you make the effort and you see it for what it is, and you work through it, you're going to have to stick to that to get through it. It's something that might pop up in whatever situations that you experience this, whatever it's connected to. It's going to pop up again. Are you done? Are you sure you want to let go of me? Hey, I've been keeping you safe this long. Are you really sure? Kind of thing. You're going to have to make that decision and stick with it. Got the Eight of Cups. Came out sideways. And this is underneath liberation. The Eight of Swords reversed. Clinging to the past. Spiritual growth. The decision is yours. Which road you want to go down. You can ask yourself. Very simply. Are you content with life as it is? Or do you want to experience more? Maybe you want to experience more, but every effort or doesn't really seem to give the results or the reward that you desire. And in that question, are we staying in comfort? Are we controlling things to feel safe for that wound? And if that's the case, well, then things stay the same. Not knocking anybody here. It's just to grow, we must go into an unknown space. We must take a risk that is outside of that comfort zone. That can look like uh, changing our personal habits or our beliefs, reforming that identity. It can look like leaving a job or a relationship, moving. Uh, is this helping me grow? Or have I kind of maxed out on growth? Are these people holding me back in their mindsets, in their views, when I want to view it differently, but I can't if I want to be on even ground with them? Uh, a lot of these questions to ask, not how do I make it better, but why does it bother me? Gonna leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you need any more help with it, check out oceanprizes.com, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.